Yeah, he was a great guy.
All right, let's go in. Let's talk about Otto A. Peterson. How did you first connect with him?
The factory.
Factory?
Yeah.
What factory was
Monitor.
it? Monitor? Where was that located? Now,
On Steel Street, next to the power plant.
do you recall my grandfather's, the lines that he had aside from Monitor?
Sure. He had Van Stee, Monitor, Advance. He was one of the big guys down there. And what other lines?
Well, he had that one you talked about in down Youngsville. Remember that? What was it?
Oh,
Phoenix?
Union. No, that was Phoenix. That was in Warren
Phoenix was in Warren.
and Paramount.
Paramount. Okay, he had one of those. I thought.
Youngsville Star.
Youngsville Star. That's the one.
Yeah. And looking for other lines. And one day I was working down the factory. Pete is knocking on my window. Come here. So there was a little side door. I went out there. He says, get down to Van Stee right away. They're going to hire salesmen. Boy, I went down to Van Stee and I got the line. Yeah, that was one. Then Union National, I was with them for many years. And picked up one line after another.
We're dying to know a little bit about Otto Peterson.
I got it. I made a few notes. I hope I can read them now.
Perfect.
Okay, see. One of the best ones, this is when Otto was in the service. And we used to reminisce, and tell stories. And he was saying, he was connected with the food end of it. And he says, he'd get a slab of bacon, put a rope through it, around his neck, and put his winter overcoat on. No one could see it. And go into town. A slab of bacon during that time in the war in Paris, you could buy anything. He said, take a slab of bacon. God, I thought that was terrific.
I don't know what he did with it.
Yeah, well, cigarettes, drinks,
Yeah.
Of course, Otto didn't drink, I know.
No.
He was a great guy. So, where do we go? Another good one. Chicago. All of us guys would get a cab together, either going home or going to the market. And Otto, being heavy, he always got in a corner somewhere. And we'd get to our destination. We'd say, okay, last one out of the cab pays the bill. God, that worked. But then Otto got even with us. He planned this, got a hold of this cab, and on the way home from the merchandise mart, right, the traffic, all the traffic, and he tipped this cab driver a few bucks, I don't know what, but he says, you drop me off and then keep going. Drive all over hell. All of a sudden, the cab pulls up in front of one of the hotels, and Otto dashes out, and goodbye, he's waving. And we got stuck. Boy, what a bill. That cab went on for about a half an hour. That was a good one. Yeah. So, let's see. One of the best ones, I was on the road, and Otto had this terrific car at a town in Sharon, Pennsylvania. And they opened a store in Ohio, south of Youngstown. And the owner of this factory or store told Otto to go over to this Sharon store, or this store in Ohio that they just bought. He wanted him to see it, And Otto, of course, he was going to accommodate him, and he goes, I'm in this store. Yeah, Pete's in my territory. So, my God, I was looking out, and I see Pete coming in the front door. So they had pillars there, tall pillars. I hid behind one. And I'm waiting for Pete. He's coming up the aisle, and when he got up within a few feet, I jumped out. I said, what the hell are you doing in my territory? Pete, oh God, I felt sorry for him after. He could have had a heart attack,
Well, he wasn't there to sell anything anyway.
No, he was just doing what the store owner told him to do. You didn't mean anything.
No.
And so, but he was stuttering. And this is about 5 o'clock at night, in the afternoon, and I says, "Come on, Pete, I'll buy you a drink." Pete wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't. He got in his car and took right off for Pennsylvania. Yeah. He didn't even turn around to look at me and say goodbye. That was funny. I used to kid him about that after. Oh, baseball. We'd go on Saturday, set up the space, at the Merchandise Mart, and we're working away. Now, someone, "Hey, where's Pete? Where's Pete go?" "Oh, he's gone to the ball game."
Didn't work.
He got out. He actually did go to the ball game. And I was with him once, and we were to a ball game. I don't recall who was playing. The Yanks, I think, in Chicago. And after the game, Pete says, "Come on, let's go down to the locker room, meet some of these players." And by God, we went down there, and Pete told him who he was. He had to get a ball for one of you kids. That's what he was there for, and he got it autographed. Do you remember that?
I don't think
Yeah, I was with him. He had the doggone ball autographed.
And you got the two.
Nah,
Pretty darn.
yeah.
Oh, he loved baseball.
Oh, did he love baseball?
Oh.
You bet.
How about when you're in Chicago and you made him the senator and you walked in front of old man Anderson and that to get a cab?
Oh, jeez, I'd forgotten that one. That's terrific.
That was a
Oh, God, that was terrific. Yeah, that was good.
Well, tell us the story.
Well, we're standing in line for a cab. You had to stand in line, and I think it was me, or I don't recall who, came up to Pete, Senator, or we didn't mention his name. "Senator, how were things in Washington when they left?" Pete carried on. He said, "Well, they weren't very good, And I said, "Senator, why are you going back to Washington?" Well, this Barker that was trying to get cabs for everyone, he picked up the senator part. Geez, I'd forgotten. This is a terrific story. So he grabbed Pete. He says, "Come on, Senator, come with me." And here's this long line from the LaSalle Hotel. Takes us out into the street, past everyone that's waiting, and grabs a cab. Whose cab was it? Lou Illig and old Al Anderson.
I heard,
Pete's, yeah. Did you hear the story before?
Oh, yeah, but go on, no.
Oh, God. And so the Barker opens the door first. He says, "I'm sorry, gentlemen, this cab is for the senator." Jesus. And they were very nice about it. They backed out, and Lou saw us. Yeah. And he says, "Senator, my ass, get the hell out of here." Oh, that's priceless. I had forgotten that. I'm sorry. That was a good one. Oh, yeah. And on the train, as soon as we left Jamestown, on the Erie, Pete was up front. We all holler, "Pete, when are you going home?" He was always so anxious to go home,
Oh, yeah.
And here, hadn't even got out of Jamestown. "Pete, when are you going home?"
You maybe heard some stories about the war that we never heard, or anybody else ever did hear, about Otto and with the machine gun company and all that over there.
Yeah. Well, he saw a lot of action,
Yes, he did.
and he didn't like to talk about it.
No.
But the best one is the one that I told about that damn ham, or the bacon, slab of bacon between his legs.
Describe my grandfather.
Terrific.
What kind of guy was he?
He was a prince. He very quiet, didn't make much noise, but always neat in dress. And he had a lot of friends. A lot of friends. They loved the guy.
Yeah.
They did. And we did too. We thought the world of him. And we'd kid the pants off him. And he loved that.
Yeah.
On the way home from the Merchandise Mart, we'd walk lots of times to the hotel down in the Loop, LaSalle. And your dad had a little place there. He says, "Come on, boys, we go and have a beer."
Yep.
And boy, he loved his beer.